Okay, I was testing the mic. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another new edition of the review of the mass adoption meeting. My name is Gires Mufon Mufon Money in the Kruger community. It's a privilege for me to join my voice to the many voices of the Kruger community to always give you update on this YouTube channel Mufon Money French. So guys, this is another day for another review. It's really chilly here. It has been raining since early morning, and before I got to the office, I walked through rain. I don't know how far is your weather in your area, but this is the moment. In June, July, we are always having torrential rains here in Douala, Cameroon. So, guys, stay tuned. If you're watching this video live or if you are to watch a review, please, this is where we give you the updates on what went on with the Kundu community as far as the previous meeting was concerned. So, guys, stay tuned as we pull along to take you through the different topics that were being discussed yesterday in the Kundu community. So, here we are going to go on with what we discussed yesterday. Yesterday, the admin of TBC was saying at the start that yesterday was a very great day in the Kindle community. And why? Because we ought to take a very great decision yesterday. And that has to do with our GGR. I'll be showing you very soon. So the first thing that the admin talked about was the payment of the people that have won the contest for the month of June. So you need to go to your back offices and get the reward for the contest. So you will get the reward for the contest directly in your MetaMask wallet, as they will use the link of which you put for your BB, that is your Bitcoin bounty, to pay you in your Kringle back office. So the first thing had to do with the contest, and admin was appealing to everyone to win that contest. And the people on the front page are the ones to receive the meritocracy reward, which is 10,000 TBC for the first and 1,000 TBC for the 10 that will follow. And we have up to 50 positions for the contest. And admin was crying out that he wants everyone to win the guarantee of $1,000 for 150 activated downlines. So those were the words that admin was using yesterday to strike on that particular aspect as we pull along. More on that, we go to the next topic that had to do with negotiations with GGR coin. So admin came live with Borer, our big leader from Dubai, that really explained to us what was going on with the GGR, and a lot of decisions were taken as this negotiation went on, and admin unfolded a whole lot within their meeting. And next is the website of the GGR. We are to sell GGR. GGR is out, and admin talked a whole lot about $2 million is going to be raised right out with GGR, and that is why we are so glad. And lastly, he talked about the advantages of which merchants are going to adopt GGR. Why? Because of the characteristics of GGR. GGR, if you don't know what it is, GGR is our gold green coin, or our gold green back coin that we have been talking about. So you are going to have updates about that, and also about the exchange. The exchange is coming up very soon. So these are the different areas of which we discussed in the mass adoption of yesterday. So right now, I will take you through these different areas as we try to unfold what admin was discussing yesterday with the mass adoption team. So the first thing that we are to look at is the $140 million gold reserve, which is going to back the GGR. So that is the most interesting thing that we'll be focusing on in this review. But first of all, let's look at what admin had to say as far as the the contest is concerned. Let's go to the blog and let's try to look at how the contest is this morning. We believe that today is the last 24 hours for the contest. So the contest is going to be off today at midnight. So if you have been within the 50 members that are to win the contest, know that today you are to. So looking at the contest right now, so looking at the contest this morning, we have Henry, which is at 556 members from Uganda, and Bore is 545. So Shahin Hassan 158, Sanawa is 153, and MD Amilu Islam is 151. So Sanawa yesterday received his $1,000 guarantee. So we are still to get to, I think is Aminu Islam is also going to receive his, and if this person also concludes, is also going to receive his. So this night at midnight, this night, the result of the contest are going to be stopped. So by tomorrow morning, the 50 people that are going to be shortlisted here are the ones to win the contest. So the 50 people that are going to be shortlisted here are the ones that are going to uh, be the ones shortlisted for the contest. So guys, do everything to make sure that your BNB address, if you are among the winners, that you have well placed your BNB address. So your BNB address should be well placed so that the next morning, sorry, so that tomorrow morning, Friday morning, the 1st of July, you're going to be paid. So make sure that your Bitcoin bounty address is right there. So right here, click and check that your Bitcoin bounty address is right there, because this is where you are to be paid. So make sure you have that. And admin was appealing that everyone can won can win this meritocracy. The meritocracy is there, meaning that what the first person is going to take 10,000 TBC, and the 10 people that follow are going to have 1,000 TBC. But everyone that is as from this person are going to receive $1,000 of guaranteed. So they have concluded with the 150 members sign up that have activated for the month. And what you should also note is that the June contest is going to also be the same. So in the June contest, we are going to have July contest. I mean to say, excuse me. In the July contest, we're going to also have the same winners, that is from number 1 to number 50. So you're going to have these people winning this, and any people that have, or any divisions that have um, the number required to get the guarantee are going to be offered the guarantee. So that was that with the first aspect of the meeting. And secondly, admin invited Borer to talk about the GGR. Guys, the GGR website is out. Yes, this is where we are, the GGR. And if you're new in the crypto community, what is ggrcoin.io? GGR is a stable currency that the admin of TBC talked about in few months behind, and of which this was to be a stable coin that will help us to stabilize our KLUV and our farm war. So GGR comes in like a stable currency in our exchange that will be coming up very soon. And the greatest thing with GGR is that GGR is a stable currency backed by gold. So for the time being, a lot of negotiation has been taking place with our great leader, great ambassador from Dubai in the name of Bore. That is the first person you saw on the contest list. She was the one to negotiate and manage a 100. First of all, it was to be a 100,000 a $100 million gold that was to back GGR. But after all negotiation, it went on to 130 million. But right now, after all negotiation, and the people that were to play the collateral are so grateful, with the GGR, they have decided to take it up to 140 million. So we are to have a backup goal for GGR of 140 million right now as I'm speaking. So the reality for GGR is going to be really, really, really awesome as far as the crypto community is concerned. So yesterday, admin was trying to explain the final steps which were to lead this GGR out to the whole community. So yesterday, admin came up and he knew that we were already to have this GGR to go out, but there were certain lineage, or there were certain uh, attachments that came up later as far as the GGR is concerned, and this was to do with what they call um, the saving cost. So at the last point, they talked about giving a certain sum for the safekeeping of the gold. And Bore explained it by saying it was demanded that $450,000 per kilogram of safekeeping is to be offered for all the gurus to be kept in the vault. So he made a sum of $1,080,000 that was to be offered to the people that are to keep the gold in the vault. So that was a shortcoming that came up yesterday, and admin said he was not so that aware of that, despite the fact that it was a surprise that came to him, because what he was waiting for is the documentation that will have shown that the criminal community has 140 million worth of gold to back a digital currency, which is GGR. So that documentation is what he was waiting for. But these guys have decided that we should comply with this safekeeping amount before all proper documentation will move on. So admin said on those premises, we as the core admins of the TBC needed to decide on what is the best alternative, because the $1,080,000 is not readily available, and that is what is demanded for everything to move uh, on smoothly. So he decided to bring this to the mass adoption for the core admins to decide to. So a vote was launched of, are we to it that he should do a promissory note on his part with other partners for him to raise this amount of $1,080,000, or should we start selling the GGR so that we can raise this amount so quickly to give to these guys and we finalize the documentation. But he said that this money cannot be offered to these guys without proper viewing of the goal and the way it is being parceled and the way it's going to be put in the vault. So this was the open question asked to the core admins yesterday, and the vast majority of the core admin voted for yes, and yes was for the fact that we should move on to start selling GGR. So admin said that we will sell up to 2 million of gold, that is 2 million of GGR, and this 2 million of GGR, we are going to use 1 million to remove all the grains that are in the Kringle back office, and the other 1 million would help us to cover this safekeeping charge, and from there we can move forward. So today, the 30th of June, early this morning, admin said everything was to be done this morning, that the GGR will go operational. So GGR was to go operational this morning. That is why you see the website of GGR is already there, present to everybody to see. So you can also yourself see where we are right now. GGR, you never saw the website. This is it. And proper information, we are waiting for official information from admin. You can already register. You can put your email, your password, and all the likes, or you can click below to see the prices of gold. But right now, no official information is in the blog. We're waiting. Admin said he was to talk with the IT manager, and once proper information is given and the go ahead, we will start buying GGR. So ready yourself to start buying GGR Tell everyone around you to buy GGR, because GGR so far is the greatest money right now. You know about inflation that is infecting every fiat currency, but GGR has these advantages that what GGR is private, and no transaction fee is required for GGR. GGR is flexible. You can buy and sell with GGR wherever you are in the world, and GGR is 100% backed by gold. So these are the qualities and the futures of this money that has come to really show that we can go directly to the merchants right now and tell them what we are ready to be carrying out. Because last year, as we got the thousands and thousands of merchants, there was a little trouble that the merchants could really fill their stocks with TBC. So GGR as a go back currency is really a well placed opportunity for them to use to fill up their shelves. So this is what admin was trying to tell us yesterday. So in the latest coming news, we are going to have from the blog what we need to do as far as start buying GGR, and up to 2 million of GGR is going to be sold. And admin went further to explain that he is very, very, very welcoming to this, and we need to react as quickly as possible because time is against us. And our exchange need to come up very soon, in about weeks to come, 2 to 3 weeks to come. Our exchange is going to come on board, so we need to start selling gold right now. And the issue is that as time is against us, because us on 1st January 2023, we need at least to have 1 million people using KLUV, which will permit the value of KLUV to move up. So the reality right now, we are almost at only 11,000 and plus, but this will not really make us to have the value. So start selling GGR now is going to give us a wider spectrum to let people use KLUV, because the greatest way to get GGR will be through KLUV. So buying pressure is going to be placed on KLUV, and the whale protocol is going to be put in place in order to see that everyone that has KLUV by January 2023 is abiding according to protocols that are going to be in place. Because if we do not have significant amount of people having KLUV or a lot of buying pressure on KLUV, the value on KLUV on January 2023 will not be as consistent as we expect it to be, above $100 per KLUV. So admin was splitting that we should start making publicity and we should start selling GGR coin now. And for those who don't know the meaning of GGR, the first G is for gold, the second G is for grain, and the R is for GGRs, that is green coin. So G gold, GR for green, and C for coin. So these are the latest information that are on the blog right now, and everyone in the crypto community right now, please just be ready to start doing the publicity of GGR. GGR is almost out, and we will start selling GGR very soon. So just put your eyes on the blog for the latest information on how to get on the GGR website and start buying GGR. So we need to start using GGR as soon as possible. So this is the focus on what we have yesterday with the mass adoption training, and we are so glad that finally GGR is out and we are ready to start using it. So guys, tell everyone around to alert everyone to get on board and get their GGR. And why not invite merchants already to start buying GGR, because right now we need to move out at least 2 million of GGR for us to further the smooth functioning of this currency, which is really awesome. So this is what we had yesterday in the mass adoption training, and I'm so happy that I've linked this to you. Please stay tuned, like this video, share it with your downline as we pull along with all the great things that are taking place in the crypto community. Don't forget that this month of February, this month of June, tomorrow is what? Is Christmas in July in the TBC community. So tomorrow we are having for everyone that is active, 1000 TBC. So tomorrow everybody will start being on board to get the 1000 TBC. So tomorrow is the 1st of July. Get on board. If you are active monthly, pay your monthly fee with KLUV and enjoy the 1000 TBC that will be start being allocated as from tomorrow. And more to say, guys, the core team, the replacement team is growing like wildfire. Up to now, we are already at a great number of people in the replacement team. If you look at the replacement team, we are growing like wildfire. So if you are in the core team, please try to maintain your position so that you don't fall back in the replacement team. So guys, this is ample information I'm putting back to you. Try to do as much as possible to stay in the core team because your reward is $200, 200 TBC, and for the backup team is 100 TBC. So if you're already on the backup team, you are only going to have 100 TBC. We will give you the match of 100K love in the month of January 2023. So that is it for this English review. Thank you to have been our host and see you in another edition as we start selling GGR. Thank you very much and bye bye for now.